Hello, welcome to yet another Cube Draft, and oh man, has it been a while. We open up Power 9. It's probably one of the most broken ones outside of Black Lotus. So there's no way I'm passing up this one, and it's blue in this format. Donkers. Probably going to vote as many creatures as I can and try to play something really fun, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, Holiday Cube is finally upon us, and I have no clue, by the way, why this is labeled as Holiday Holiday Cube 2012 for some odd reason. Is this a throwback to the 2012 one? I don't know. If someone of you guys know, let me know, because I do not. So yeah, first pick blue, and then we get, let's see, a bunch of creatures, a Remand, which is okay, and Tomb and a Force of Will. I think Reanimator is fine, but you probably don't want to go into a second color already. Although if you do go Reanimator, then Tomb is probably the best card there is. Remand isn't that great. Like it's great if you want to be slow, but maybe it's bad to exile. Ugh. We could also go Force Master and see where that leads us, but I think it's a bit too early to pick it up. So I think it's between Entomb, Force of Will, and Remand. And out of those three, I like Remand the most. We could also go Battle Exile. I think Remand is better, right? Just Entomb. Maybe just Force of Will. Force of Will forces us to play too much blue. I'm gonna go with Remand just because it's blue, cut it from the left. Not gonna be... Like in this card is just around better, right? You have to draft around Entomb. You have to have a lot of blue cards for Force of Will. Remand you can just play. Like it's a really good card. Your opponent plays something late game, bam, it's basically Time Walk. Because he tapped out a lot of mana for that. And Time Walk is something I want to open in pack too, I guess. And there's a Reanimate already. Damn. There's also Tamio, which is blue. Brainstorm. Brainstorm isn't that great if you do not have shuffle effects, which aren't that prevalent here. So I think I'm gonna go with Tamio, a pretty strong planeswalker. Basically some kind of removal in blue, which you don't get. Plus you can draw a bunch, and if you alter this, like ever, you win the game. What else is there? There's a bunch of creatures. I have no clue what this does. What? Why do they call it Megamorph? That's ridiculous. Oh, because then it's not a triggered effect and doesn't use a stack? Huh, I see. Guess you're right. Yeah, it doesn't use stack. So there's Griselbrand, but we passed up on Reanimator. There's also Izzet Signet, which I think is fine. There's a lot of red here, but I'm not a big fan of red. I prefer having something like black. But maybe the Signet is better just because it accelerates us. And acceleration is always good. I don't think there's any other card that I'm like, oh, I want this, I need this. Hyperbolic Elite is fine, obviously. Most cards are fine, but I'm gonna go with the Signet. So what do I want? Boom, boom, no clue, to be honest. I have no clue where I'm going with this. Pretty sure Upheaval is gonna be a bunkers card. It always is. Although in this format it is a bit... Well, it's better if you have Power 9 yourself, but it's worse if your opponent has Power 9, obviously. Not gonna go for Mill. High Tide, huh? Guess I could do that. There's also Kiora. Kiora, Azorius Signet. I don't think I want this. High Tide isn't that great for me. It has to be Kiora, right? Green, probably Powered Cube isn't that great, but you can splash this. We pick it up early enough to be worth a splash. It's basically a second Tamio. Or drawing cards. And there's Tezzeret the Seeker. There is Time Vault in this format, so it isn't that bad. Or there should be Time Vault in this format. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm gonna go for it. What else would there be? Electrolyze. Reckless Return is obviously good. Finder Hells, but Makes the splash a bit worse. I think I'm gonna go with this red and see what I get from artifacts. Like, this is a holiday cube, so there should be power in this, given that I have Ancestral Recall. There should be a bunch of artifacts in this as well. If we get the Rings of Brightheart with Basalt Monolith, I don't know if it's actually in here. It's an infinite mana combo, which we can't filter at this point, but I mean, it's doable. And you can search them out with Tezzeret, that's why I'm saying the infinite mana combo. So any artifact that's 4 or lower, that's good. I want to pick up now. You basically want artifacts in this format anyway, given that Tinker is in it. Outside of that, I'm not a big fan of Tezzeret's minus ability. Like, if the artifact stayed creatures, that would be huge, but they don't. Target opponent exiles topic section, you may cast a number of nah. Mine's there. Vindicate is okay. I think this is fine, right? We have Remand and Ancestral Recall already. Plus we can get it with Tezzeret. We can untap it with Tezzeret and do multiple recalls. I think this, just with recall alone, is bonkers enough to pick it up, and it's early enough that we can actually do more things with it. Time Twister is an interesting one, but Carrick is just so strong, right? I don't know. Okay, I have to go black then. Time Twister. Already passed up Watery Grave and Underground Sea plus the Scrying Land. I doubt any of those will. Although Carrick is extremely strong. It is also expensive. But Time Twister, where I want to grind out an advantage. I'm gonna go with the Carrick. Disc, I guess, for me here. Brago is interesting, but not strong enough. It has to be the disc. I can get it with Tezzeret. It doesn't destroy any of my planeswalkers, so it's a pretty good card. So what do I need? I guess I need black removal now. I already passed up Shriekma. Shriekma, obviously not the greatest of them, but a pretty good one, to be honest. I used to play it in Legacy when I used to play the Rock. Wow, that's a throwback to old times that shouldn't exist. None of these are interesting anymore, right? Like, these are all outside my color. This maybe, but like, I guess it's better than Mindslaver. Can I get Mindslaver somehow? Let's go with Nighthawk. Then we get a Tombstalker. What does this do? Oh yeah, that's that one. Or Sulphur Falls. Let's go with the Sulphur Falls. I still think it's better than this. Given these colors, Search Stormer would be interesting, but I think Edict just is a bit better. Especially given that I have Isochron Scepter. I definitely have to slam this. It's a fix, so... Fate's Fetters is obviously a better card. Like, I don't see why I'll ever play it, but it's obviously a better card than the other one, and I don't want someone to get this last pick. I think it's pretty good against me. Mind's Desire probably won't make the main deck, given that I do not have any Moxes or Black Lotus. We do have plenty of cards we want to hit there, though. Do we open something broken? Not really. What does this do? To target creature without flying. There's Shadow Mage Infiltrator to draw cards, there's Muldrifter to draw more cards more consistent, there's Rosrek, which we already have 2 fix for. Do we have a use to untap things outside of Isochron at this point? No, right? But it can deal damage. So if you pick the Sulphur Falls like this and then play Rosrek, guess it's better than these. Is it more likely to wield a Muldrifter? Okay, I'm gonna go with the Muldrifter. I think Rosrek is a bit more likely to wield. Wormcoil Engine is a good one. Ponder is obviously good, as is Vendilion Click. Given my deck, I think I have to go for Ponder. There's also Scalding Tarn, which would allow me to play the Razorek a bit easier. Ponder, Wormcall Engine. Like, what's my finisher at this point? Just Planeswalkers? I think that's still fine. There's plenty of creatures I can pick up, but not enough of fix. So I think Ponder versus Vendilion Clique, and I like Ponder a bit more. It's better than Brainstorm in this format, and then we get Treasure Cruise and Upheaval. Wow. What does this do? Meh. And Heroes Downfall and Steam Events. Wow. How good is Upheaval for me? Not that great, right? Guess Treasure Cruise is just way better. It's a late game card, it's a bomb. None of these will wheel. I just don't have the mana acceleration to run Upheaval, but I want it. Upheaval is just GG. Treasure Cruise just allows me to draw more GG cards. Now I'm gonna go with the Upheaval. I think it's stronger. Why are there two Ponders in this? Why are there... This is the very same pack, right? I'm not dreaming. Something is wrong here. Why am I seeing the same cards? Oh, thank you. Seriously, there's Everflowing Chalice, Reclaimed Sky, Treachery. What would have happened if I clicked upon there? Okay, so there's Treachery, Rifting Cloud's Gate, Repeal. I think Treachery. There's also Chalice, obviously. Maybe Chalice is better. Repeal does not work under Ice-Coin Scepter. Treachery is obviously a bomb. Everflowing Chalice is a good one. I'm gonna go with Treachery. I think it's a more interesting card, or at least a bit stronger. So probably not this one. Still need to fix. Control Magic now, huh? Quicken, not really interesting. Neither is Chromax. I think we go with the Control Magic and see where that brings us. Okay, can always sideboard it out. Chromax isn't that great for me. Neither is Grave Robber. Mystical Tutor, no. Too expensive. Academy Runes doesn't do much. Savannah. I guess I just go for Nature's Claim and put it in a sideboard. That seems interesting enough. Like, we can also get Academy Runes Disc with Planeswalker going. It's gonna be pretty hard for my opponent to actually have something then, but given that I played 3 colors, like, what can I get with this? This only says instant, right? Like it's Ratat. Can you please give me the text? Oh, no, it says sorcery card. Let's pick it. Gush, obviously the pick here. Yeah. Polluted Delta wheeling or getting Polluted Delta is pretty good. Thoughtseize is obviously fine, but I don't think I can pass up the fix here. Just for Thoughtseize. Would have loved it, but I need to fix. I definitely need to fix. I mean, it gets my main color, but it also gets black, which I do need. Maybe not playing the Nighthawk here, or at least not in the main deck. Then make my splash a little bit more consistent. It's an interesting deck. I'm not sure where we're gonna go with this, given that Upheaval is gonna be so expensive and I have nothing of a mana acceleration. Ice-Coin Scepter only has... well, it has 4 targets now, but Mystical Tutor, eh. Yeah, that bug was so weird. That was quite bizarre. Like, if I could double click the Ponder, I'd probably get the card that the slot is in, right? Like, it basically messes up the entire pick for me. I'm not sure what I picked. I think Treachery there. Like, I would have had a useless card of Treachery, which wouldn't really be fair with it. So yeah, Control Magic and Treachery plus Tamiyo and Kiora. I think against creature decks I should be okay. The problem is gonna be against control decks. So Shadow Mage Infiltrator Wheels has to be the pick over these. Ralzarek didn't go, by the way. So I have Muldrifter over Ralzarek, but it's... Wait, was it Muldrifter? Yes, right. I still think it's fine. It's probably way better compared to actually having to splash another color, given that I have limited fix. This one is a pretty good one for me. I mean, it scries me into the cards I want. It fixes both my colors. The only problem, of course, is that I can't cast Garruk with this alone, so I actually need some more fix. And this isn't it. Exalt other permanent creatures can be blocked. This doesn't do it for me, especially not splash worthy. None of these do. Guess I'm just gonna hate the bargain. Add 2 to your mana pool, sacrifice it, draw 2 cards. Whatever. So repeal, wheeling, and disfigure. I think repeal is a bit better. It doesn't really work under Icecrown Scepter, but disfigure is just not strong enough. Given the deck I have right now, I was looking at the card. I was like, I probably don't want this. That being the Tezzeret. I'm definitely picking up the Chromox now. So yeah, the Tezzeret is looking damn weak unless I get something pretty good in the next pack, which seems unlikely. Like there's only one pack to go. People prioritize those cards pretty hard. Nature's Claim for the sideboard, Seething Song for the no playlist. We can still play the Archive, I think. Like if I want to run Upheaval, it's good enough. I just don't see what I would cast after an Upheaval. There's Jace, Dismember. This one looks pretty cool, right? Yeah. It looks pretty cool. Woodland Cemetery as well. So maybe I just keep on going for the Planeswalker route and play a Jace. Again, nothing really exciting to open. Maze of It is pretty good. Woodland Cemetery is pretty good. I think Jace in my deck is just a bit better, as would be Dismember, but I think Jace is more interesting, especially against control-ish decks. Would kill for a counterspell or a mana drain. Grim Monolith, huh? That's a pretty nice one. That's not that great. There's also Flood Strand, but it doesn't fix that much. There's also Trigon Predator, which should be huge in this format, but I don't think I can pass up a Monolith here. Card is just too good. So I'd be willing to play this deck, probably minus the Tezzeret. Mystical Tutor also doesn't seem that great for me, although it does get Upheaval. And we get a Time Walk, sure. Why not? Wish I would have had a Time Walk for this pack, because I would have picked up this or this. Toxic Deluge is pretty good. But you can't pass up a power card this strong. Like early game, it's basically a turn advantage where you can develop your board a bit more. Late game, it's a bomb. The fact that you have Planeswalkers that get extra turns. At this point, Tezzeret should be out. Nope, nope, nope. Guess go for Drought, one more removal, and it works with Icecrown Scepter. There's also Phantasmal Image and Show and Tell, but Stone of the Drides ain't bad either. But I have to go for an extra removal card here. We have a card too much, by the way. Maybe I don't main deck the disc, I'm not sure. Unburied Rites doesn't work for me, neither does this. Neither does Frantic Search, right? Guess it's Metamorph. What does this do? Search a library for a creature, instant or sorcery card to convert among cast less than a recall number of card cast, exile that card, and that's terrible. Oh, I see. You can. Okay, so it's okay, but not here. Find that touch whenever there's making. Maybe this is better than Metamorph. No, right? I can pass up a Metamorph. Abyss. I guess Abyss is way too good to pass up here. There's also Factor Fiction. But it's the Abyss, come on. Like, it's not that we have that many creatures, right? How many creatures are we playing? 4, yeah, Abyss is pretty good for us. And never dies, so there's a drop of honey and the white version of it. Prophecy notes? No? Ah man, I don't know how to pronounce the words. It's basically the small holes in the membrane and stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Don't worry, I won't be able to pronounce it. There's Impulse, which I definitely wouldn't mind. There's Inquisition. There's also Mystic Snake. Channel is a Bunker's card, but I think I have to go with Impulse, given that I have Ice Crown Scepter, some more cards to play with. Inquisition is a great one though, but I'm gonna go with the Impulse. Chrome Mox can be cut, so I actually have 3 cards too much here. I think I'm not gonna go with Control Magic main deck, or with the Disc maybe main deck, and I'm not sure. Maybe this one, 1, 2, and then 3, something like that. Like basically saying I don't really want a Mystical Tutor main deck. Basically because it only gets Upheaval as a broken card. Well, it does get Time Walk, right? That's also a broken card. We get Bayou and we get Top. Bayou is really great for my fix. I think I need to pick it up. Like I would love a Top, but excuse me. But I can't pass up a Bayou here. Like the fact that I need those colors makes them really great pickups, and we get 3 of them. So that's pretty huge. So probably yeah, the Nighthawk is gone because it's double black. That would still leave me with 1 card, which is very likely to be Disc, but I'm not sure yet. Still looking at it. What did I pick over Treasury Cruise? I'm not sure anymore. I picked something like Upheaval. I picked Upheaval over Treasury Cruise, yeah. Trigon Predator I think has to be the pick here. Definitely a card I bring in against a bunch of decks. If I had the Sense of Divinity top, I would have picked Trinket Mage. If I need them, I think I pick up this one. Like it's just too strong, right? Yeah, it has to be. Lotus Cobra is interesting. The problem is that it's in one of my splashes. I think I pick Manowar sideboard card more often. Imperial Seal, it's a playable card. Geomancer is actually an okay card, especially given that with the Abyss it actually survives itself and keeps on creating tokens and so on and so on. So we have again 3 cards too many. It's very likely gonna be cutscene creatures. Wolfir, sure. Delver, sure. So many cards, so little time, probably no Upheaval. And then we need the Disc, right? We got the Upheaval. I think Upheaval has to stay, like it's just too good. So no, 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 no. Can I please put them like... Oh my god, I hate this. Why did they ever change this? It's terrible. Repeal has to be here. Thank you for not doing so. Okay, so let's put creatures at the bottom. See, this is ridiculous, right? I have to be doing this before I can actually get them where I want them to be. Metamorph, Muldrifter is a 3-drop. Yay! Yay! I love you, game. Come on, seriously. Thank you. Well, Metamorph could be a 3-drop, so all my creatures are on 3, and I only have 5. So basically my win condition is Kiora, Garruk, and a bunch of weak creatures. That doesn't seem that great. Maybe if I have control, but I need like some pretty strong finishers, and these aren't it. So I have to go for Kiora and Garruk as finishers, maybe with the upheaval. So I guess I need to control magic. It's still in my deck? Yeah, okay. Fine. So I have to cut 3 cards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for Isochron, which seems sufficient. Especially given that, you know, Ancestral is one of them. I think I put it in the sideboard. Although it probably is better than a Geomancer, given that it should almost always have a target. This can be, I think, sideboarded. How many planeswalkers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it is written sideboard. Yeah, okay. We have no acceleration though. Like 2, but they aren't that great. So which card do I cut? Do I cut Gopher Throat? No, right? I don't think I can cut any of those. Like maybe Gush. Given that I don't want to cut myself back on mana development, bring it in against controllers decks. Like remove some of the removal, bringing Gush, Mind's Desire, Mystical Tutor maybe, stuff like that. Yeah, sure. Is there anything else I want? Maybe I want this, but I don't think it's strong enough. Like, it only helps with upheaval, and even then, it's not that great. Against creatures, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I think we have enough against creatures. Yeah, with this as well. If you sort by color, basically I have 5 black, 3 green. We have, outside of these 3, no fix for them. So if we add lands, I guess we need to add like at least 1 of each. I think I can cut down on the swamp, given that I have a polluted delta. So 1 more of these. And then we have not enough green sources, not enough green for this to be relevant. So we have 4 green, 5 black, and 12 blue plus then 1 fix. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we're gonna submit here, and I'll see you guys for round 1.